What's the one thing you can be guaranteed in an investigation? The answer is the unknown. Because you never know where an investigation will end up, you want to make sure you're properly prepared right from the start. A few simple steps could save you time and money and help you get the result you are after. Firstly, don't try to solve the problem yourself, at least not until you've consulted an expert. You might accidentally break the law or miss your one chance to get the truth. Secondly, make sure you choose an investigator with a broad skill set who will be able to help solve any problem that might arise as your case develops. Thirdly, collect the information you already have and clearly advise your investigator what you know and what you want to find out. Lyonswood Investigations is Australia's most trusted broad-based investigation firm with skilled contacts in many areas. For 35 years, we have tackled the most challenging cases for individuals, law firms, businesses, and government agencies. So, what services do we provide? Here are some of the main ones. Surveillance. Our national network of licensed surveillance operatives are your eyes on the ground. Whether you are an individual worried about a family member, a company director concerned about an employee, or a lawyer whose client needs to learn about the opposing side, surveillance can help reveal the truth. Whenever, wherever, and for whatever lawful reason you need observations, a surveillance operative is your best bet. Video footage taken in the course of surveillance may make a big difference, even if it's just for your peace of mind, or especially if it's for court. Be careful, however. If you attempt surveillance yourself, you could risk getting caught, and that means losing your one chance to get what you need. If you'd like to discuss a plan for a surveillance investigation, or even just a quote, provide your investigator with as many details for the subject person as possible and outline your objectives clearly. Surveillance can be coupled with other services, such as database searches. For example, we might follow a person of interest to an unknown address, and a quick database search could reveal who currently lives there or who owns the property. Missing persons skip tracing. Our management team has access to powerful personal record databases that enable us to locate and identify people around Australia. The quality of information available improves every year, so in the digital age, there is often nowhere to hide. An investigation into the whereabouts of a person is typically quite affordable, so to get an estimate, just provide your investigator with the information you already have for the subject person. You may wish to use other investigative techniques to complement our database searches. For example, you might wish to place a person you have located under surveillance to learn more about the subject's activities. Background and asset checks. Need to learn more about someone? We suggest starting with a background check to gain an insight into the information available. Personal, professional, financial, social, and even criminal information may be available. You can alternatively concentrate just on the subject person's financial position with an asset check. The costs for a background check depend on factors like how common the subject person's name is and whether he or she is a citizen. It's easy to get a quote. Just provide your investigator with the information you do have for the subject, and if there's anything specific you're trying to find out, mention that as well. To uncover certain types of background information, a specialist surveillance investigation may be required. An experienced, broad-based investigation firm will be able to tell you how to gather the evidence you are seeking, so get in touch today. Cheating partner investigation. It's a terrible feeling when you suspect the person you love of being unfaithful. What makes a difficult situation even worse is that the partner will often deny the truth and even lie to you. When confronted with this kind of behavior, you need help to uncover the truth and move on from the emotional distress that comes from being powerless. So, how do you get back control? Well, it may be easier than you think. We know from experience that you need undeniable evidence. Anything else and the lies will continue. Video footage of your partner with another person, taken by a licensed surveillance investigator, cannot be denied by a cheater. Talk to a Lyonswood investigator today about a surveillance strategy that will help you get proof beyond doubt at a price you can afford. Be wary of taking shortcuts or employing illegal methods such as phone monitoring, as you could be putting yourself at risk of a jail term. Also, those with a need for a cheating partner investigation should always consider whether they would benefit from a family law investigation. Computer and phone forensics. Although the internet is a valuable tool, it is increasingly being used for improper or criminal purposes. If you have been subjected to online bullying, defamation, fraud, or hacking, or if you need digital evidence from a hard drive or mobile phone, then a computer forensics expert is the person you need to speak to. In digital matters, it's important to contact an expert immediately, even before you speak to a regular IT support worker. Digital evidence can be fragile and can be rendered worthless if not documented in the appropriate manner. Lyonswood digital forensic technicians have given evidence in court, including the Supreme Court, and have taken part in civil search orders. Our experts have worked with lawyers on challenging online blackmail cases that have been successfully resolved. Whatever your concern and whatever your device, if you need digital proof, then you need a computer forensics expert. Family law investigations. Private investigators can help you gather evidence about an ex-partner for family law purposes. You may need evidence about the ex-partner's assets or income for the financial settlement, or you might need proof that the person is not a suitable carer. As many people in the family law system find out, the law is not always able to bring about a fair outcome. That's why it's important to speak to an investigator to see whether you can get an edge. Note that time is usually of the essence in family law investigations. In fact, sometimes the best evidence is available before the separation takes place, while you are still aware of your partner's whereabouts and movements. So contact an investigator at an early stage and discuss your specific requirements. Handwriting and signature forensics. Do you suspect a signature or a sample of handwriting is a forgery? Well, you can try explaining why to a judge, but unless you are a deemed expert in this field, your opinion probably won't carry much weight. The opinion of a handwriting expert, on the other hand, can be taken into account by courts and may make the difference in your case. In order to get an opinion from an expert, you will need to supply a number of specific documents to enable a comparison. Contact Lyonswood Investigations so our staff can talk you through the forensic handwriting process and get the required documents from you. It costs nothing to speak to an investigator and learn how we can help. Bug sweeps. Are you concerned your home, office, or vehicle might be compromised? Do you believe a hidden listening or recording device might be responsible? Lyonswood has the capability to carry out bug sweeps in major metropolitan and surrounding areas. A bug sweep, or technical surveillance countermeasures sweep, is a test of a physical space to determine whether any recording or transmitting devices are installed. If you should find a suspect device yourself, do not touch it, as it may contain fingerprint or DNA evidence that could implicate the culprit. With the advent of computer and mobile phone spyware, these days there are a number of possible explanations for a leak of information. Lyonswood provides clients with advice regarding all information vulnerabilities so that you can ensure your privacy is entirely protected.